weekend. Ronnie, the secondary school football, what happened and what transpired?
The biggest news coming in from Lira right about now, the fastest of updates or update coming in is that from 64 schools, we now have the 2 finalists, and the final is happening tomorrow in the Under-20 National Boys Football Championship. It's an Eastern derby, an Eastern region derby, because as we talk right about now, Bukedia Comprehensive School has been able to knock out Chadondo Secondary School with 1-0. That goal being scored by Peter Senkusu. It was a very, very good goal. I got an opportunity to watch that game, but you think it has been one of the good goals we have seen so far in the 2026 edition of the Under-20 National Boys Football Championship. On the other side, the record holders of the Under-20 National Boys Football Championship, that is St. Mary's Boarding School Chitende, are actually out. They have been knocked out by Amos College on penalties 4-1 after a 0-0 draw.
Amos from Bukedia?
Amos from the Eastern region. So it's
not
Amos
Bukedia.
Not Bukedia.
Eastern region.
Eastern region.
Oh, okay.
So it's on the final tomorrow. That is happening tomorrow. It is Amos College taking on Bukedia Comprehensive. A big game. Number one, you think this is a rivalry. We must call it a derby because both teams are from Eastern region. But also, when you look at how they have been coming to participate in the last editions from 2022, 2023, they have been knocking on the door. They seriously want this title. So Amos College, under the guidance of Richard Malinga, you think they're going to come and put up a show because Richard Malinga is one of the best coaches when you talk about youth age football in Uganda or underage football. He's one of those coaches you can recommend for any opportunity. If there is a job, Richard Malinga is one of them. But also for the school in Bukedia Comprehensive, you know what comes with playing for Bukedia Comprehensive School. They're one of the schools that invested in school sports for the last 3 or 4 years. So it's a big opportunity for them as we're watching a final tomorrow. And you think it's hard luck for St. Mary's Boarding School Chitende. It is hard luck. But also, I think my disappointment as a person has been number one for Chadondo Secondary School. They've played good football. When you talk about how they played from the group stages through the round of 32 to the round of 16, but also they were able to knock out the defending champions in Bodo. They knocked them out yesterday in the quarterfinals. But unfortunately, they didn't make it to the final, hopefully thinking that they would make that cut. But unfortunately, the school in Bukedia Comprehensive had a different strategy to knock them out. Then my second disappointment is about the kind of football that have been exhibited in Lira. I think over ages, this is a tournament, number one, that has to nurture talent. But also, underage football is a kind of football you think we should have so much at the eye. Okay. But when you look at what schools are offering, it's so much about competition than at least trying to fascinate the eye. So it's an urge or a call to the different stakeholders in school sports that perhaps we have to do better. We look at the kind of football that has been exhibited in the St. Mary's Boarding School Chitende game up against Amos College. You think it's below par when you're talking about a school's tournament or a school's football tournament. Maybe this football could be better because these are boys in their under 20. You think this is how this is the time they have to exhibit. This is the time they have to show what they can do from themselves. But you think that the competition is way above there. That the coaches and the different stakeholders are thinking about winning more than what the boys can offer in an edition like this. But also, you have to give it out to the fans in Lira. I think they've blocked the different stadiums because I was trying to watch that game at the Dr. Obote 2 grounds. It had numbers. We want to compare them with the numbers that were in the FOFA Big League game yesterday at the Greenlight Stadium as Paida Black Angels were taking on Paraka. So I'm recommending the fans who have flocked the different playgrounds in Lira to come and cheer up the boys. So the finals are on tomorrow as Amos College actually taking on Bukedia Comprehensive in the Eastern region. But I think my big call is going to be for Amos College under the leadership of Coach Richard Malinga. I think they're having an edge in this one tomorrow.
Okay. The message is coming through. Of course, I go to your WhatsApp and